Hi everyone. This video covers CELPIP speaking tasks 1 to 8 for CLB 5-6 learners. We'll practice with simple templates and clear examples. Each task shows what to say and how to stay within time. Let's get started. Question number 1. Your friend Rachel has a fear of public speaking. She is very nervous because she has to give a speech next week. What should she do? Answer.
You can practice in front of a mirror. You can watch your face and your hands, and you can see how you look when you speak. This is good because it helps you find mistakes and fix them. It also makes you feel ready before the big day. You could also ask a friend to listen. A friend can give feedback, and you can practice many times until you feel calm. It makes you more confident when you speak to a large audience. It also makes you less nervous because you already practiced. I hope this helps you. This is my advice.
Question number 2. A friend is looking for a summer job. Advise him about different ways he can find work for the summer. Answer.
You can look for jobs online. You can check websites every morning and see if new jobs are posted. This is good because it is easy and fast. It gives you many choices, and you can apply to several places quickly. You could also ask at local stores. You can walk into shops, talk to the manager, and leave your resume. It makes you find work more quickly. It also makes you feel more confident when you meet people face to face. I hope this helps you. This is my advice.
Question number 3. Your friend is looking for a new generation laptop. Give some advice about what to consider when buying a laptop. Answer.
You can check the battery life. A strong battery means you can use your laptop at school, at work, or in a cafe without charging. This is good because it helps you work longer hours. It also saves you from stress when you are busy. You could also look at the memory size. A bigger memory lets the laptop run faster and store more files. It makes you feel more comfortable when you open many programs at once. It also makes you ready for future needs. I hope this helps you. This is my advice.
Question number 4. A brother is planning to buy a new car. Advise him about different cars available in your city. Answer.
You can try a small car in the city. Small cars use less fuel, and they are easy to park even in crowded places. This is good because it saves you money and time. It also makes your daily drive more simple. You could also look at hybrid cars. Hybrid cars use less gas and are better for the environment. It makes you feel proud of your choice. It also makes you spend less on fuel every month. I hope this helps you. This is my advice.
Question number 5. Your younger sister is not sure about choosing medical or engineering stream. Advise her.
You can think about which subject you enjoy more. Ask yourself what classes make you happy and what kind of work you want in the future. This is good because it helps you choose with confidence. It also makes you feel sure about your path. You could also talk to a teacher or counselor. They can explain both fields and guide you step by step. It makes you understand the two options better. It also makes you ready to take the next step for your future. I hope this helps you. This is my advice.
Question number 1. Talk about a great time you had with a family member or friend. Maybe you can talk about a party, something you did together at school, a time you traveled with a friend, or anything else you can remember. What happened, and why was it memorable? Answer.
I want to talk about a great time with my friend. It happened last year when we went out for dinner together at a nice restaurant. First, we ordered our favorite food and talked about many things in our lives. Then, we laughed a lot while sharing stories from work and family. In the end, we said goodbye and planned to meet again soon, because the evening was so enjoyable. This was very memorable for me, and it made me feel grateful for our friendship.
Question number 2. Talk about a stressful experience you've had. You could talk about a job interview, an injury, or a conflict with someone. Describe what happened, what you did, and explain why it was so stressful. Answer.
I want to talk about a stressful experience. It happened 2 years ago when I had a job interview for an important position. First, I waited outside the office and felt nervous because many people were also applying. Then, I answered all the questions, but I was not sure if my answers were strong enough. In the end, I finished the interview and felt very tired, almost like I lost all my energy. This was very stressful for me, but I learned how important it is to prepare well.
Question number 3. Describe a memorable trip you took in the past. Where did you go and what made it memorable? Answer.
I want to talk about a memorable trip. It happened 3 years ago when I traveled to Montreal with my family. First, we visited the old downtown area and enjoyed the beautiful buildings and streets. Then, we tried French food, met new people, and learned more about the local culture. In the end, we came back home with many photos and good memories to share with others. This was very special for me because it was my first time visiting that city.
Question number 4. Talk about a time when you faced a difficult challenge and how you overcame it. Answer.
I want to talk about a difficult challenge. It happened last year when I had to prepare for an important English test. First, I studied many hours every day, often in the library or late at night at home. Then, I took the test and tried to stay calm, even though some questions were very difficult. In the end, I passed the test with a good score, and I felt proud of my hard work. This was very memorable for me, and it gave me more confidence for the future.
Question number 5. Talk about a time when you did something and then had to do it again. Maybe you can talk about something involving work, a relationship, or a personal hobby. Answer.
I want to talk about a time I had to do something again. It happened last year when I was writing an important report for work. First, I finished the report quickly, but later I found many mistakes in the numbers. Then, I corrected the errors and rewrote the report more carefully. In the end, I made a better version and my manager was satisfied with the result. This was a special moment for me because I learned to be more careful.
Question number 1. Describe some things that are happening in the picture below as well as you can. The person with whom you are speaking cannot see the picture. Answer.
This is a picture of a classroom. In the center, I can see many students sitting at their desks, and most of them are talking instead of studying. On the left, there is a student leaning back in the chair, and another student is busy writing in a notebook. On the right, I can see 2 students talking and smiling at each other. In the background, there are 2 children at the blackboard solving math problems. Overall, this picture looks very busy and a little noisy, almost like the class is hard to control.
Question number 2. Describe some things that are happening in the picture below as well as you can. The person with whom you are speaking cannot see the picture. Answer.
This is a picture of a park. In the center, I can see a boy making a sandcastle on the grass near the water. On the left, there is a girl running with a dog, and behind her a man is walking with two children while another boy is kicking a soccer ball. On the right, I can see two children sitting on swings, and a woman is relaxing on a bench with a drink in her hand. Overall, this picture looks very lively and cheerful.
Question number 3. Describe some things that are happening in the picture below as well as you can. The person with whom you are speaking cannot see the picture. Answer.
This is a picture of a kitchen. In the center, I can see a woman cooking at the stove. She is stirring a big pot, and there is steam coming out. On the left, there is a sink full of soapy water and dishes, and some water is dripping onto the floor. On the right, I can see a refrigerator, a microwave, and a basket with toys and a stuffed animal. In the background, there are many kitchen items, such as plates, jars, and a kettle on the stove. Overall, this picture looks very busy, warm, and family-friendly.
Question number 4. Describe some things that are happening in the picture below as well as you can. The person with whom you are speaking cannot see the picture. Answer.
This is a picture of an accident scene. In the center, I can see a blue truck that has fallen into the water. On the left, there are medical workers helping a person on the ground, and another worker is watching. On the right, I can see a large red crane, and some workers in orange jackets are giving directions. In the background, there are fire trucks and an ambulance parked on the bridge. Overall, this picture looks very busy and serious, and many people are working together to solve the problem.
Question number 5. Describe some things that are happening in the picture below as well as you can. The person with whom you are speaking cannot see the picture. Answer.
This is a picture of an accident scene. In the center, I can see two workers behind the counter. One is serving coffee to a man in a suit, and the other is cleaning the counter. On the left, there is a woman pushing a stroller with a child, and an elderly woman walking with a walker. On the right, I can see shelves with cups, bottles, and boxes, and a worker is wiping a table. In the background, there are several people sitting at the bar with drinks. Overall, this picture looks busy and lively, with many people enjoying their time at the cafe.
Question number 1. In this picture, what do you think will most probably happen next? Answer.
In this picture, I can see a busy classroom with many students. I think what will most probably happen next is that the teacher will tell the students to be quiet. This is likely because many children are talking and not paying attention. Another thing that might happen is that the students will start working on their books again. Overall, I believe the teacher will try to bring the class under control.
Question number 2. In this picture, what do you think will most probably happen next? Answer.
In this picture, I can see many families and children in a park. I think what will most probably happen next is that the boy in the center will finish his sandcastle. This is likely because he is working hard and looks focused. Another thing that might happen is that the children on the swings will swing higher. Overall, I believe the children will keep playing and enjoying the sunny day.
Question number 3. In this picture, what do you think will most probably happen next? Answer.
In this picture, I can see a woman cooking while two children are sitting at the table. I think what will most probably happen next is that the woman will finish cooking and serve the food. This is likely because she is stirring the pot and preparing the meal. Another thing that might happen is that the children will wait and start eating together when the food is ready. Overall, I believe the family will enjoy dinner together.
Question number 4. In this picture, what do you think will most probably happen next? Answer.
In this picture, I can see workers and medical staff at an accident scene. I think what will most probably happen next is that the injured person will be taken to the ambulance. This is likely because medical workers are already helping on the ground. Another thing that might happen is that the crane will pull the truck out of the water. Overall, I believe the workers will continue until the area is safe again.
Question number 5. In this picture, what do you think will most probably happen next? Answer.
In this picture, I can see staff and customers inside a cafe. I think what will most probably happen next is that the man at the counter will take his coffee to a table. This is likely because the server is already handing him a cup. Another thing that might happen is that the woman with the stroller will sit down and start eating with her child. Overall, I believe more people will come in and the cafe will stay busy.
Question number 1. Your family is relocating to another area and you are looking for a new home there. You found 2 suitable options. Using the pictures and information below, choose the option that you prefer. In the next section, you will need to persuade a family member that your choice is the better choice. Answer. This is a sample answer for Task 5, based on choosing the new downtown townhouse.
I think the downtown townhouse is better for us. First, the price is lower. It helps because we can save money for other things like food and education. Also, the location is very good. This is good because it is close to buses and shopping malls, so life will be easier. Of course, it has only 1 bathroom, but our family can share it without a big problem. So, I choose the downtown townhouse, and I feel it is the best choice for us.
Question number 2. You are choosing a school for your child. Option A is a public school near your home with average ratings. Option B is a private school 30 minutes away with excellent ratings. Decide which school you prefer and convince your partner why that school is better for your child. Answer. This is a sample answer for Task 5, based on choosing the public school.
I think the public school is better for my child. First, it is free. It helps because we don't need to pay $900 every month. Also, it is very close. This is good because it is only 5 minutes from home, so my child can go to school easily and safely. Of course, the school record is not the best. But my child can still do fine and enjoy learning there. So, I choose the public school, and I feel it is the best choice for our family.
Question number 3. You are buying a car for your family. Using the picture and information below, choose the car that you prefer. In the next section, you will need to persuade a family member that your choice is the better option. Answer. This is a sample answer for Task 5 based on choosing the new car.
I think the new car is better for our family. First, it has low mileage. It helps because we don't need to worry about the car breaking down soon. Also, it has a warranty and modern features. This is good because we can save money on repairs. Of course, the price is higher than the used car, but we can keep it for many years without big problems. So, I choose the new car, and I feel it is the best choice for our family.
Question number 4. Your family is planning a 1-week vacation. Choose one option from the 2 given pictures and explain why you prefer it. Answer. This is a sample answer for Task 5, based on choosing the mountain cabin.
I think the mountain cabin is better for our vacation. First, it is quiet and close to nature. It helps because we can relax and enjoy fresh air. Also, it is cheaper than the other option. This is good because we can save money for food and activities. Of course, it may not have many shops or restaurants nearby, but we can bring what we need. So, I choose the mountain cabin, and I feel it is the best choice for our family.
Question number 5. You are choosing between two internet plans for your family. Using the picture and information below, choose the internet plan that you prefer. In the next section, you will need to persuade your parent that your choice is the better option. Answer. This is a sample answer for task 5, based on choosing the faster one.
I think the high-speed internet plan is better for our family. First, it is much faster. It helps because we can watch movies, do homework, and join video calls without problems. Also, it gives us unlimited data. This is good because we don't need to worry about using the internet too much. Of course, the price is higher than the basic plan, but it is worth it. So, I choose the high-speed plan, and I feel it is the best choice for our family.
Question number 1. A close cousin who lives in another country is coming to visit for a year. She tells you that she would like to stay at your place to explore your country's culture and to spend some time with you. Your roommate does not agree and says you will have to move out if she comes. Choose one either. Talk to your cousin. Explain why she cannot move in for a year. Or talk to your roommate. Explain why your cousin should be allowed to move in with you for a year. Answer. This answer explains to my cousin why she can't stay with me.
Hello Rachel, I understand you want to live with me, but I'm sorry, I can't. First, my roommate does not agree. I must respect that. If I say yes, she will be upset. It will cause problems at home. Also, our place is too small. There is no extra space. Living together would be very hard. It would not be comfortable for you. I know this is not what you want, but I hope you understand.
Question number 2. Your brother is thinking about buying a new home in another city. However, your parents want him to stay and live in the family home instead. Choose one either. Talk to your brother. Explain why living on his own in another city is not a good idea. Or talk to your parents. Explain why it's better for your brother to live independently in another city. Answer. This answer is about persuading your brother.
Hello, Daniel. I understand you want to move to another city, but I'm sorry, I can't support that. First, our parents will be very sad. They want you to stay close, and I also want to see you often. Also, living with family is cheaper, and it is safer too. If you go alone, life will be harder, and you may feel lonely. I know this is not what you want, but I hope you understand.
Question number 3. A customer recently bought a new phone from your store. Just 3 days later, the customer returns because the phone isn't working. However, the screen is cracked, and according to company policy, physical damage is not covered by the warranty. Choose one either. Talk to the customer. Explain why a refund or exchange is not possible. Or talk to your manager. Explain why the customer should be given an exception. Answer. This answer is about explaining the situation to a customer.
Hello. I understand you are asking for a refund, but I'm sorry, I can't. First, the phone is damaged. The warranty does not cover this problem. The rule is the same for everyone. I cannot make an exception. Also, company policy is very clear. If I do not follow, it will cause trouble. It will be bad for me and for the company. I know this is not what you want, but I hope you understand.
Question number 4. A coworker asks you to help with an important project this weekend. However, you already promised to help a close friend move, and they're counting on you. Choose one either. Talk to your coworker. Explain why you cannot help with the project. Or talk to your friend. Explain why you need to cancel your plans and help your coworker instead. Answer. This response explains that you cannot help your coworker.
Hello, Daniel. I understand you want my help this weekend, but I'm sorry, I can't. First, I already promised my friend to help with moving. If I don't go, my friend will not have enough people. The moving will take much longer. Also, I need to keep my schedule. I made this plan earlier, and changing it now is very hard. I know this is not what you want, but I hope you understand.
Question number 5. Your child really wants to have a dog. However, your new apartment has a strict no pets policy, and the building manager has clearly said pets are not allowed. Choose one either. Talk to your child. Explain why you cannot get a dog right now. Or talk to the building manager. Explain why you believe your family should be allowed to have a dog. Answer. This answer is about explaining to your child why they cannot have a dog right now.
Sweetie, I understand you really want a dog, but I'm sorry, we can't have one right now. First, our apartment has a no pets rule. The manager will not allow animals. If we get a dog, we could get in trouble. Also, having a dog means more work. It also costs money every month. Right now, we are not ready for that. A dog is a big responsibility. We must think carefully first. I know this is not what you want, but I hope you understand.
Question number 1. 1. Do you think that young adults should pay rent to their parents if they do not move out by the age of 21? Explain your reasons. Answer.
I think young adults should pay rent if they still live with their parents after 21. First, it teaches responsibility. This is important because they need to learn how to manage money before living alone. For example, paying rent can help them practice making a budget every month. Also, it helps the parents. This helps because when children stay at home, food, water, and electricity cost more. It means parents do not have to carry all the costs alone. So, for these reasons, I believe young adults should pay rent to their parents after 21.
Question number 2. Do you agree or disagree with the statement? High school students should be required to learn about personal finance before graduation. Explain your reasons. Answer.
I think high school students should learn about personal finance before graduation. First, it prepares them for real life. This is important because after school, students need to handle money, pay bills, and maybe even pay rent. For example, if they learn budgeting, they can avoid debt later in life. Also, it builds confidence. This helps because students who know how to manage money feel more independent. It means they can make smart choices when they earn their first income. So, for these reasons, I believe high school students should study personal finance before graduation.
Question number 3. Do you think governments should pay their citizens a basic income if they are unemployed or underemployed? Explain your reasons. Answer.
I think governments should pay basic income to unemployed or underemployed people. First, it supports basic living. This is important because everyone needs food, rent, and health care, even if they have no job. For example, people who lose jobs suddenly can still survive until they find new work. Also, it helps the economy. This helps because when people have money, they can buy food and clothes. It means small businesses will also survive, and society will be more stable. So, for these reasons, I believe governments should give basic income to unemployed or underemployed citizens.
Question number 4. Should university students be allowed to take a full-time job while studying? Do you think it is beneficial or harmful? Explain your reasons. Answer.
I think university students should be allowed to take full-time jobs while studying. First, it gives them real-life experience. This is important because they can learn teamwork, time management, and other practical skills. For example, if they work in an office or a store, they will understand how real jobs and businesses work. Also, it helps them pay for school. This helps because university is expensive, and students need money for rent and books. It means they can support themselves and feel more independent. So, for these reasons, I believe university students should be allowed to take full-time jobs while studying.
Question number 5. Is it better for young adults to live independently or stay close to their parents until they get married? Explain your reasons. Answer.
I think it is better for young adults to live independently. First, it builds responsibility. This is important because they must cook, clean, and pay bills on their own. For example, living alone teaches them how to solve problems without parents. It helps them manage their time better too. Also, it gives more freedom. This helps because they can make their own decisions and learn from mistakes. It means they grow more confident and independent as adults. They can even discover what kind of life they truly want. So, for these reasons, I believe it is better for young adults to live independently before marriage.
Question number 1. You are in a furniture store and you see a table you would like to buy, but the store clerk won't let you take a photo. Call a member of your family. Provide a full and clear description of the table and ask if you can buy the table. Answer.
Hi Mom, something really unusual just happened. So, I was at a furniture store, and I saw a table that looks just like a watermelon. The top is pink with black seeds, and the sides are green, just like the real fruit. Also, the legs look like yellow bananas. It's so colorful and fun. The clerk said I can't take a photo, but I can't stop thinking about it. It would look great in our dining room. So I wanted to ask you, do you think I should buy it? Let me know what you think.
Question number 2. You are at a restaurant and you ordered a cheeseburger, but the server brings you a plate of spaghetti with ice cream on top. Call your friend. Describe what just happened and ask what you should do. Answer.
Hi Rachel, something really unusual just happened. So, I was at a restaurant, and I ordered a cheeseburger. But the server brought me spaghetti with ice cream on top. I thought it was a joke at first, but she said that's what I ordered. Also, people around me are staring at my plate because it looks so strange. I don't know if I should say something again or just wait for the manager. So I wanted to ask you, what should I do? Let me know what you think.
Question number 3. You're on a city bus and a man wearing a superhero costume is singing loudly and handing out candy to strangers. Call your sibling. Explain what is going on and ask whether you should stay on the bus or get off. Answer.
Hi Daniel, something really unusual just happened. So, I'm on the bus right now, and there's a man wearing a superhero costume. He's singing really loudly and giving candy to people. Also, some people are laughing, but others look scared or uncomfortable. He even tried to give me a piece of candy, but I didn't take it. It's getting a bit weird. So I wanted to ask you, Should I stay on the bus or get off at the next stop? Let me know what you think.
Question number 4. You've just checked into a hotel room, but the bed is hanging from the ceiling by chains and there's a bathtub in the room. Call your spouse. Describe the room in detail and ask if you should request a different room. Answer.
Hi, honey. Something really unusual just happened. So, I just checked into our hotel room, and it looks really strange. The bed is hanging from the ceiling with big metal chains. Also, there's a bathtub right next to the bed, not in the bathroom. It looks cool, but it also feels kind of unsafe. I'm not sure if I can sleep on a bed like this. So I wanted to ask you, should I stay here or ask for another room? Let me know what you think.
Question number 5. You're walking in your neighborhood and you see someone walking a pet pig wearing sunglasses and shoes. Call your cousin. Describe what you saw and ask if they've ever seen anything like that before. Answer.
Hi, Rachel. Something really unusual just happened. So, I was walking in our neighborhood, and I saw a woman walking her pig. It was wearing black sunglasses and little blue shoes. It looked so funny. Also, people were taking pictures and laughing. The pig seemed really calm, like it does this every day. I've never seen anything like that before. So I wanted to ask you, have you ever seen a pet pig like that? Let me know what you think.
Thanks for watching. You've now practiced all CELPIP speaking tasks 1 to 8. Keep practicing and speak naturally within the time limit. Good luck on your test.